Hi there, it's Todd with Prairie Edge Service. I got this Kasho shear that has been basically bastardized or destroyed by improper sharpening. It's a typical case where someone's taken either a grinder or a twice as sharp and done an edge on here that is basically beveled instead of a fully convex edge. You can see there's the bevel there, and there's the what was remains of the convex is just about totally gone, and it's probably something like about 30 degrees. Now, I love Kasho shears because on a green it should be 50 degrees. It's a known angle, it's published, so they're very easy to sharpen had they not been wrecked by improper sharpening. The real damage, though, it shows on the inside. We can see the inside Rideline. There was a connection here. There's total disconnect of the Rideline. There's absolutely no Rideline left all the way through this. So now what we have to do is we have to reconnect. And what we're going to do, the whole idea is we're going to need to wear down the reverse J in the pivot area down into the hollow grind until it reconnects to the edge profile. So this part here has to be worn down or taken off, ground down, so that the hollow grind is recessed to rejoin with the edge of the blade. So I want to walk through how this process is going to be done. It can't be done just with the regular whetstones. So I'm actually going to pull out my diamond plate, and I'm going to start with 300 grit. This is going to be ugly. It's an ugly job because someone has really messed it up. And because I need to work this area here, I'm going to work in the corner of my 300 grit first. And this is going to get really shaky, so I'm just going to show you this. I'm going to pause it, and then I'm going to come back, because if I keep doing this with it shaking, it's going to cause you guys to become seasick. So just stand by. So we've done quite a few swipes. And the other thing too that I'm doing is, as I hook my finger in here, I'm twisting, trying to force the pivot area to sort of rotate so that we don't end up grinding. Like, we want to grind this side down, the shear cutting side down. We don't want to grind the back side down. So I'm trying to twist with my finger, put a little bit of twist in here so that I'm being more aggressive on the edge side of the pivot area. And we can see here as we take a quick look. Let's just give that a wipe. Now we're starting to get some Rideline down in here. I haven't been going down very far, but we're now getting that down and just about getting ready to connect. So we'll turn around and go back to doing this. You can see we're still getting there, and I'm still just working the corner so far. Now we've got most of it connected, so now what I want to do is I want to complete the rest of the Rideline connection. So I'm going to go through and do full swipes. So we've now got basically, we don't need much. So we have a connection now of the Rideline right into the throat or the pivot area of the shear. So because of that, I'm going to switch over to the 1000 grit. And I use the plate, diamond plate, because it turns around and it's flat. And with that being flat, it gives me better control of being able to restore the cutting plane surface. So we can see now we've got basically a connection with a full ride line. And do just a couple more. Just to make sure. Now, when you do this, you want to make sure that on the 1000 grit, you're getting all the way from the pivot area all the way to the tip with a nice continuous line. So you can see now the light is reflected all the way to the tip, so we have a good solid ride line and it's fully connected into the pivot area. Once we've got that, and the whole idea again is this is the cutting plane here, and we want to have that ride line in the same alignment as the cutting plane. So now go down to 2000 grit. I'm basically trying to work out the marks that we had. From the 1000 grit. And the 300 grit. So now we can see we got a nice glint off the ride line. And this is now fully reconnected and ready for the next stage of actually performing the sharpening. I didn't take it to my final one, which is 5000 grit, because I do that as a final step after I've sharpened the outside. So what I end up doing is I sharpen the outside, which pushes the burr to the inside, and then we'll use the 5000 grit to finish this up as the last step, and it pushes the burr back outside, so it fractures the burr. Thanks for now. Hope that was useful.